Everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we gonna continue chapter 6 in this storybook. So let's get started. Okay, so chapter 6, Dinosaur Village. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look what I found. Annie had gone up to the hilltop. She was busy picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look! A Maladian! But Annie doesn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at something on the other side of the hill. Oh wow, she said. Annie. Clutching her magnolia tree, she took off down the hill. Annie, come back, Jack shouted, but Annie had disappeared. I'm going to kill her, Jack muttered. He stuffed the gold medallion into his jeans pocket. Then he heard Annie squeak. Annie? Jack heard another sound as well, a deep blowing sound like a tuba. Jack, come here, Annie called. Annie! Jack grabbed his backpack and raced up the hall. When he got to the top, he gasped. The village below was filled with nests, big nests made of mud, and the nests were filled with tiny dinosaurs. Annie was crouching next to one of the nests, and standing over her was a gigantic duck-billed dinosaur. Don't panic, don't move, said Jack. He stepped slowly down the hill toward Annie. The huge dinosaur was towering above Annie, waving her arms, making her tuba sound. Jack stopped. He didn't want to get too close. He knelt on the ground. Okay, move toward me. Slowly, he said. Annie started to stand up. Don't stand, girl, said Jack. Clutching her flower, Annie curled toward Jack. The duck-billed dinosaur followed her. Still blowing, Annie froze. Keep going, Jack said softly. Annie started curling again. Jack inched further down the hill until he was just an arm's distance from Annie. He reached out and grabbed her hand. She pulled Annie toward him. Stay down, he said. He crouched next to her. Bow your hand. Pretend to chew. Chew? Yes, I read. That's what you do if a mean dog comes at you. She's not a dog, Jack, said Annie. Just chew, said Jack. Jack and Annie both bowed their heads and pretended to chew. Soon the dinosaur grew quiet. Jack raised his hand. I don't think she's mad at anyone, said Jack. Thanks, Jack, for saving me, said Annie. You have to use your brain, said Jack. You can't just go running to a nest of babies. There's always a mother nearby. Annie stood up. Annie, too late. Annie held out her magnolia flower to the dinosaur. I'm sorry, I meant you worry about your babies, she said. The dinosaur moved closer to Annie. She grabbed the flower from her. She reached for another. No more, said Annie. The dinosaur let out a sad tuba sound. But here, but there are more flowers up there, Annie said. She pointed to the top of the hill. I will get you some. Annie hurried up the hill. The dinosaur waddled after her. Jack quickly examined the babies. Were some crawling out of their nests? Where were the other mothers? Jack took out the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. He found a picture of some duck-billed dinosaur. He read the caption. The arachnosauruses lived in colonies, while a few mothers' babies sat the nests, others hunted for food. So there must be more mothers close by. Hey, Jack! Annie called. Jack looked up. Annie was at the top of the hill, feeding Magnolia Tree to the giant Arachnosaurus. She's nice too, Jack, Annie said, but suddenly the Arachnosaurus made her tremble to a sound. Annie crouched down and started to chew. The dinosaur burrowed down the hill. She seemed afraid of something. Jack put the book down on top of his back. He hurried up to Annie. I wonder why she ran away, said Annie. We are starting to be friends. Jack looked around. What he saw in the distance almost made him throw up. An enormous, ugly monster was coming across the plain. He was walking on two big legs and swinging a long, thin, thick tail and diggling two tiny arms. He had a huge head and his jaws were wide open. Even from far away, Jack could see his long, gleaming teeth. Tyrannosaurus Rex, whispered Jack. Chapter finish. This is also a super exciting chapter. But as I told you, rule is a rule. I will read chapter 7 tomorrow. Till that, bye. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you like it, if you are excited, comment me down below.